The National Cutting Horse Association was founded in 1946 to promote cutting horses and celebrate the Western traditions behind them. Early shows were casual affairs, not to say the competition wasn't serious though, with handwritten results and an office that doubled as the trunk of a car. News spread by word of mouth and by snail mail then. Since those early days, NCHA-approved shows have paid out more than $630 million in purses. Today, NCHA compiles results from more than 2,000 shows per year, with purses topping $42 million a year. Cutting horse fans demand more information more quickly than ever before. To satisfy this demand, NCHA relies on a technology toolkit that includes the World Wide Web, electronic newsletters, digital magazines, online videos, electronic scoring systems, and sophisticated document management. NCHA was formed in the 20th century to preserve and promote a sport with 19th century origins. Let's look at some of the 21st century ways we're achieving that goal. In 1949, 3 years after the National Cutting Horse Association was formed, the first edition of the Cutting Hoss Chatter was published to reach out to members in 18 states and Canada. The typewritten 10-page newsletter changed to slick paper and accepted its first paid ad 4 years later. The 1950s and 60s saw the introduction of photos, color printing, and modern binding. As the magazine and readership has grown, a single issue can use more than 30 tons of paper. In addition to the print version of the Chatter, the entire magazine is now available online. Cutters in North America can read it up to 2 weeks before their magazine arrives in the mail. International readers can get the news many weeks faster than they do when waiting on the mail. Speedy delivery isn't the only advantage to the online Chatter. Hot links in the table of contents will take you directly to the articles you're interested in. You can jump quickly to any page you want, print it, zoom in on content, and email a link to any page to a friend. One of the handiest features in the search function, which instantly gives you a list of links to all occurrences of your query in the magazine. Thousands of readers around the world read the online edition of the Chatter each month, looking at an average of more than 60 pages during each visit. The print version of the Chatter will be around for years to come, but the online magazine lays the foundation for reducing printing and postage costs in the future. It's one more way technology helps NCHA get the word out about the world's greatest horse sport. Founded in 2005, YouTube is the world's most popular online video community, serving hundreds of millions of clips every day. Since NCHA began uploading videos to YouTube 2 years ago, there have been more than 1.7 million viewings. The thrill of cutting video alone has generated more than 150,000 views as horse enthusiasts all around the world learn about the great sport of cutting. NCHA has posted more than 100 clips, including exclusive interviews and replays of major event winners, great runs from the past, educational pieces, the NCHA Storylines series, and even an interview with Elsie the cow, on behalf of NCHA for charity sponsor Borden Milk. In addition, the live webcasts of NCHA's major events have continued to be a high-growth area. In 2008, the webcasts of NCHA's Triple Crown shows saw a 23% increase over the previous year for a total of more than 250,000 views. Affiliates can embed NCHA's YouTube videos on their own websites or include links to any of the clips in NCHA's YouTube gallery. Nothing captures a cutting horse better than video, and videos reach their biggest audience on YouTube. That's one way NCHA is putting cutting horses in the world spotlight. Communication is a two-way street. The National Cutting Horse Association's most valuable resource is the depth and breadth of knowledge of its members. NCHA uses printed material and a variety of electronic media to deliver important information to its members. While we will always depend on telephones, emails, letters, and FaceTime to get input from our members, more and more NCHA is taking the initiative by using narrowly targeted electronic surveys to take the pulse of the membership. NCHA's micro-surveys have received valuable feedback about show schedules, amateur and non-pro rules, chatter reader preferences, membership options, as well as gathering material on feature stories for the chatter and online. Online surveys enable NCHA to take a snapshot of members' opinions, tally the results, and respond quickly as we develop plans and programs for the future. More than 65,000 horses and more than 22,000 riders have taken checks in NCHA competition. More than 2,200 shows with as many as 12 classes apiece are recognized each year. These activities are detailed in a never-ending stream of documents that pours into the NCHA office. It could add up to a mountain of paperwork, a warehouse worth of filing cabinets, and a time-consuming headache whenever a document needs to be retrieved. To get a handle on the flood of paper, NCHA's show department is using a new document management system to streamline the way we store important information. High-speed scanners convert documents to a letter-perfect electronic format that is indexed in a comprehensive database. The system helps NCHA cut down on man-hours of labor while slashing storage costs, dividends that will only increase in the years ahead. Now everything from registration papers to show results, from membership records to sponsorship contracts can be stored electronically and called up with a keystroke in the password-protected system. So with the help of technology, NCHA is turning an ocean of papers into a pool that helps us keep track of our members' achievements in a secure and efficient way. One of the missions of the National Cutting Horse Association has been to develop fair and consistent rules for judging the horse and rider's performance in the arena. Since the early days of the sport, if you asked the typical cutter about his or her best run, the answer would begin with a precise number and go on from there. For decades, pencil and paper were the judge's tools in trade. Everything from World War II-era flight communicators to hand signals have been used to transmit the results. But now, technology is speeding up the scoring process and helping to get results to contestants and spectators more quickly. NCHA's major events use touchscreen technology to relay scores to a central computer where they are captured and displayed along with information about the horse's owner, rider, and breeding. Scrolling leader lists are updated after each set so that riders and fans can keep track of the top contenders. The same computer provides the results which find a permanent home on NCHA's website and which are funneled into the Cutting Horse Chatter delivered to your mailbox. The technology itself won't improve your score, but when you mark that 75, it will help get the word out to the whole world. Technology is not an end in itself, but it's a tool that enables us to do and see new things or do old things more efficiently. NCHA keeps in touch with emerging technologies at other organizations to see how those might be adapted to our members. But more important, NCHA listens to its members and looks for ways to satisfy their needs both today and tomorrow. So what's ahead? Projects we expect to roll out in the near future include sending contestants their first round draws via text message, taking online entries and payments for NCHA's major shows, an updated web presence at nchacutting.com with enhanced search capability. But our most important resource is you, our NCHA member. Tell us what you'd like to see and we'll see if we can get it done.